Yo, it's your boy Carter Chris WCC, man. I'm back in the day with another reaction video, man. How y'all been? Hope you been well. Taking care of yourself, love yourself, man. Staying out the way, pushing positivity. Don't be feeding into that negativity. You know what I'm saying? Making sure you're aware, learning, just loving yourself, doing what you need to do, loving the people that love you as well. Eating your fruit. Still got some kiwi left on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Some water. You know what I'm saying? But today we got Antonio talks. Antonio speaks out to him. The consequences of street life. This is a very real topic because he's only two consequences coming out that street life, man. And it's, you know, unfortunately 6 feet or in jail for life. And it's sad and unfortunate, but it's reality, you know what I'm saying? And more people need to start realizing and waking up and start, you know what I'm saying, real life dead and all of that street culture, because you don't gain nothing from it. You really don't. That is negativity 24/7 and then straight bullshit and then problems that's gonna follow you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that. And once the people in the street start directing their energy and shit to the people that's really making this, you feel me, making y'all or making us as a whole population continue to go through that shit like a cycle, the more we can get shit done. Like, we need to be worried about the people above us. And we need to have that street energy to the niggas that's, you know what I'm saying, fucking up our neighborhoods. And trying to, you feel me, reverse all of these laws and all this type of shit for voting rights. That's the type of shit we need. Like, you feel me? I ain't promoting violence. I'm not. But I'm saying, if y'all niggas gonna cause some violence, it should not be on our own people. Because at the end of the day, we all trying to do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And I should be focused on the people that don't want us to, you know what I'm saying, build our own communities, homes, you know what I'm saying, have healthcare and all that type of shit. So I'm saying, like, we need more rappers about that shit. You know what I'm saying? About these niggas and these fouls, all type of shit. That's the type of raps we need. You know what I'm saying? You can make that shit hard too. You could diss them niggas all day and night, nigga. And then there'll be a fucking actual reasonable case to slide on them. Because you know why? They actually did some weird and evil shit. You know what I'm saying? So, not our own brothers and sisters that's, you know what I'm saying, minding their business. And unfortunately, they just grew up in an environment where they kind of got magnetized to it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But anyways, man, shout out to Antonio. Talk, you can get to this video, man.
Getting a new example of why being a part of this street, you know, gang culture is one of the dumbest things you can involve yourself in. There are only two outcomes to this lifestyle: death and prison. There is no other way around it, especially in 2026. So about 2 years ago now, the rapper Julio Foolio was killed. Now let's get this straight. This guy was no saint. He was heavily involved in the streets and he got one of the outcomes. But with the way he went about being killed, the people that did it, they were extremely sloppy and ended up getting caught pretty fast. A few days ago, these guys were sentenced and found guilty. So right here we have a clip of all of the accused murderers. On screen right here is the youngest, I believe, named Sean Gathright. In this clip, the judge listed off all the charges of each individual and they were found guilty. But what I want to focus on is the reaction of this individual right here. So as y'all can see, man, this brother is crying. The reality has hit him. His life is gone. For what? At the cost of another black man. And I don't know how many times people got to see examples like this, bro. In this exact moment, he's feeling whipped. Pretty much every prisoner in that cell is telling you, like, you know.
Yeah, the withdrawals. Excuse me. People don't realize, man, this shit, you don't gain nothing from it. You don't. All right. It's the dumbest, like, it's the dumbest shit ever, like, respectfully, you feel me? I ain't got no problem with them niggas, you feel me? Or no street, nobody in the street, but it's dumb. You don't see people that come from this lifestyle make it out, my nigga. They might make it seem like that in the movies and all this type of shit, and sometimes, most of the time in the movie, they don't even make it out either. So it's like, this shit is reality. Y'all should not be putting y'all energy and time into shit like this where it's not gonna benefit you in the long run. It's only gonna cause more problems, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you get more money, especially around that type of parts. More money, more problems, especially around there, because you know the envy started happening, the hating, more people. You feel me? Like, it's just hard to trust people. You know what I'm saying? Especially around them. You feel me? Doing all that type of shit. So It's just sad, but it's true.
I'm saying we watch shows like Beyond Scared Straight. These people all say the same thing, man. Stay out the streets. Don't do this. Don't do that. But we keep seeing so many brothers still fall for the trap. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I'm a person that understands history. I know everything that black people have been through. A lot of the conditions and all of the disenfranchisement has birthed street culture that we see today. But I tell all my brothers this, man. We know what they did. We know how evil these people are. We know the traps that they set out. We cannot keep falling for it. We cannot.
Traps.
And like I stated, bro, the crime that these dudes did, what was it for? Y'all killed another black man. We go so hard and we slide on each other for damn near nothing. But like I state, bro, we still got people like George Zimmerman running around here. We still got the racist white dude, Chud the Builder, walking around calling people the N-word. He's still
Facts.
untouched. But a lot of these dudes, street dudes, you know what I'm saying, specifically, right, is ready to slide over nothing. You saw a dude one day walking down the street, he looked at you wrong. Now he dead. For nothing. But if it was one of these white dudes,
Niggas bump like, bro. This is another reason why I don't even be in them clubs and no shit like that no more, bro. Cause, especially in the city, like, cause my fault. I'm doing everything to get my point off. I'm sorry, y'all, but like literally, this is club in Birmingham. And cause like I said, that's in Alabama, so this is club literally called El Sol, bro. So, and it's like the most known club that basically like, you feel me? As long as you're 18, you get in that bitch. So it be hella young niggas and all that type of shit, and up in that hoe. And it be so many times where people like, it's people that literally like passed or died at that hoe. And he missed situations where nigga, I had to pull off, nigga, skirt it off the lot. Cause niggas wanna pop the trunk with a big ass AR, pop an AR at that hoe in front of me, nigga. Like no cap, like them type of areas and environments, like it should be fun. Like I ain't gonna lie, this should be fun. And I know how that sound. That sound crazy, but I'm talking about like the actual club. Like it was fun initially until that shit happened. Then I was like, all right, I'm back into reality, nigga. All right, I'm in an environment where motherfuckers know how to act. They know how to control their liquor. Motherfuckers overly geek, niggas probably off all type of shit. Unfortunate, but it's true. And you just gotta separate your shit from, like, I haven't been to that club in years. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like you can't have fun nowadays, especially with all this type of shit going on. And for some reason, the most wanted niggas in the city, that you feel me, the most hated niggas in the city, always just want to be the main ones at the parties, at the clubs. Like, bruh, come on, man. Y'all be ruining it for everybody else trying to have fun, trying to have a blast, a ball, all type of shit. Because you want to act like you niggas be untouchable. Meanwhile, you done diss the whole city in every set, rap, all that type of shit, man. So it's sad, but it's true. Like I said, y'all.
walking down the street, you hit him with the, hey, sir. How you doing, sir? Like I say, not wishing death on the white dude, but it's like, it's no way he should be walking around doing that. But we got some
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's why I said start the video, man. Y'all, once these, you feel me, these people, the street culture start having the energy for the people that actually need that energy. You know what I'm saying? Like the racists and people that's trying to, you feel me, set all these traps up, trying to make us do worse shit. You feel me? Like a lot of these people aren't the reasons why this shit is happening to like today. We can get some shit moving, but until then, man, some motherfuckers unfortunately just gonna be stuck in the cycle, stuck in the loop, which is just crazy, man.
real certified crash outs out here that'll kill their own brother. Like I just don't understand that shit. But that's why I do go so hard for the black community. When a lot of these white dudes get online talking about they scared of black people, bruh. Sad thing is, dog, you not gonna get touched. If anything, they gonna praise you, you know, walking into the hood or walking around a lot of these black dudes, bruh. It's just something embedded in the community. We are taught to hate each other while to respect and love everybody else.
So this is that boy Shine Gayfright. And word is this nigga come from a loving family.
Man.
Crazy.
From the crib, his mama, his peoples got bread. Real money.
Man,
Grandma
what?
house. Nice as fuck. Real money. I'ma keep it a band. I have no clue on how these young niggas got mixed up into the street life. But goddamn it, what a way to go. They said this man provided all the guns. He the
Hey.
motherfucking arsenal.
What?
Goddamn. And he the shooter. He provided the ratchets. And he put one in his hand and put that bitch to use.
What?
I'ma keep.
And he's 18 too. So Fulio was what, like 26, 27? I'm pretty sure he ain't even, you know, he didn't really have any personal beef against him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe Fulio did something to his
Like 18, bruh. Nigga, did he even graduate? Like, and this is what the people above us, you feel me, be wanting. You know what I'm saying? That 3-letter order. This is exactly what them niggas be wanting, y'all. I had to be more aware of this shit. This is why, like I be saying, even when it comes like to friends, everybody ain't your friend, my nigga. Like, I'm sorry, cause real friends wouldn't even put you in situations like this to begin with. Real nigga shit. You feel me? So we live in a world where we live in the fucking surveillance state, my nigga. Like, you might not think it ain't, but it is, bro. Just like that Tesla caught their ass with all them cameras on that bitch. Bro, I'm telling you, it's hard to do shit now. I'm telling you, if you're gonna do it, you have to be on some payday 2 shit, my nigga. You better have the best gear, equipment, all that type of shit. So, yeah.
friends associated with him, but on a personal level, bro, you doing all this, he never did anything to you, you know, per se. And he went that hard, the youngest. And for what, bro?
You came from a loving household, boy. You lived in a nice neighborhood, nigga. And you chose the street life. You chose to follow behind 6 blocking ATK and 1200. Boy, they about to cook your ass, you hear me? They gonna fricassee fry you, young blood.
And this is a clip from the interrogation room, man. This dude was going through it. Let's just watch the clip right fast.
Let me out, bro. Let me out, bro. Bro, let me out, bro. Let me out.
Like, he's trying to escape and shit up in there. It's crazy, bro. This is what happened when you get alone and you know what I'm saying, you separated from all your friends and you just gotta sit there with your quiet thoughts.
Facts. You gotta sit there with guilt, nigga. Nigga probably going through his memories and all this type of shit, thinking about everything before what led up to this shit. Everything. I know he is. Like, this is why we got to start using our critical thinking skills before we start doing dumbass shit, my nigga. This shit has butterfly effects. Like, and people don't realize that. Just imagine, nigga, if you would have missed the phone call, nigga, was asleep on the game, something. You, like, anything could have prevented your ass from doing this shit that night, nigga. But, you feel me? Niggas wanted to. You know what I'm saying, bro? This shit is not cool. It's not. Because these the same niggas that think this shit cool are the same ones that's not going to give a fuck about you when your ass get that sentence. They ain't going to pay for nothing in your cell, nothing. Make sure you're okay, and they ain't going to check up on you. They ain't going to call you. They ain't going to put nothing on your books. Nothing. Like I said, real friends or real niggas wouldn't put you in this situation to begin with. So this is exactly why you can't hang with anybody. You got to watch your environment, man. And watch who the fuck. We gotta just check people's energy, man. Cause some people will be the case in your downfall in this world. Like I said, man, or like Antonio said, this nigga is 18, bro. Nigga probably just graduated, nigga. And you already in jail for life.
And you start thinking, damn, I really threw my life away. I really did this shit. Like that shit started to sink in. When it's just you by yourself, you ain't around your friends no more. You ain't around none of that. Those thoughts get to eating at you, boy. And you just realize how dumb that was. In that split instance, you threw everything away.
Sit in that chair and don't move.
I ain't gonna lie, dog. I wouldn't be surprised if that young man harmed himself in prison. Because everything is just crashing down on him now. He knows that his life is over. And hopefully, man, anybody that's watching this video and involved in the streets, you realize that this life is not what it's meant to be. I try to tell all my brothers, man, to always have impulse control. Don't react off of emotion. Sit back, think, and map out all of the different outcomes that could come from this situation. In that moment, it may feel good of you reacting and pulling that trigger. But once it's done, it's done. And now you're calmed down and you think, damn, I really just did this? Did I really just take this person's life? Did I really just throw my life away? All that stuff comes back at you full circle. When you could have been just out the way, working your chill 9-to-5 job, going back home, playing the game, living your boring, mundane life, but you got your freedom. but you got your freedom. And it's like you always appreciate the things when they're gone.
Facts.
Now you in that jail, so you like, damn, bro, I had it so good. You know what I'm saying? I had it so chill. I had my freedom, bro. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel for the street dudes, but I could never just throw that freedom away. I love my freedom, especially brothers that got responsibilities out here, man. God forbid you a father, you got kids, and you know what I'm saying? I just something I couldn't fathom. That's just me personally. Like, I wouldn't do shit to throw that away.
I am a high school algebra teacher in the largest public school district in the state of Tennessee, which also comes with it being the most disenfranchised and impoverished districts in Tennessee, primarily because majority of our student population are Black people. And today, I am here to talk about the epidemic, quote unquote, of the YN. And I'm here to talk about it from a teacher's perspective because I can see it, I'm seeing it from the ground and how it's developing, and I can tell kind of where it's going, if that makes sense. In the purpose of conversation, I do not subscribe to the term YN.
Yeah,
I understand that it is a caricature of describing young Black men who might be in trouble or might have like certain decisions that they make due to the circumstances and the environments that they're growing up in, but I do not subscribe to calling young Black men YN, so I wanted to start off by saying that too. Most of the time when you hear people talk about just where Black people are as a community in today's time, especially the young people, you hear a lot of it being blamed on the parenting, on the system, on the education system, et cetera, and all of those things are true. I think this conversation is a lot more nuanced, and it takes place at the intersectionality of all of it. So, in order to not make this video extremely long, I'm going to actually break this down into 3 parts. In this part, I will talk explicitly about parenting. And the parenting goes back a lot further than I think some people are cognizantly thinking about. The parenting goes back to, especially in the Black community, we're going back to Reaganomics, right? When you have multiple generations of people not being present due to drug abuse, due to mass incarceration, due to the perpetuation of like the welfare state, all of these things, right? They create this kind of like dependency in this environment, and that is kind of what we're seeing the effects of trickled all the way down.
Literally. That's why I say all the time, bro. You have to go back to understand why things are so messed up the way it is now. 400 years of slavery, boom, Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, COINTELPRO killed all the leaders, chemical warfare, heroin, crack, and that trickles down to YN epidemic of 2026, literally. And I hope when she gets into this part about parenting, I want to add this in first. We can go back to capitalism as well. A lot of these parents, they don't have time for their kids because guess what? They have to work. And yes, you could say that they shouldn't have had all these kids in the first place. That is true. That's why you don't just go laying around and sleep with anybody. And that's for men and women. So then they have these babies, and guess what? Kids are expensive as hell. So the parents are at work all day, and sometimes it's just one. The mama, she just working all day. Who gonna watch out there and give attention to this child? He gonna look for it in the streets. He gonna look for it for dudes that's in these gangs. Literally, bro.
I know these things happened 30 plus 40 years ago, but I think now we're starting to see the effects. So with the parenting explicitly, right? Parenting matters so much here because the parents weren't present, right? If we're talking about the crack epidemic and the whole dropping guns and drugs and all of these things into our neighborhoods and completely destroying the Black community, most of the damage of that is because of lack of presence. So you have the original doctors, lawyers, nurses, teachers, businessmen, these people who were pillars in the community, now addicted to drugs and not able to be present for said community. So when they should have been in the households or in the neighborhoods helping to raise children, helping to show up for children, helping, like, making sure they're going to school, making sure there's somebody that the kids are always taken care of, you have a lot of children who ended up raising themselves or were being raised by their grandparents, which happened to be the boomers at the time. And when you talk about being raised by boomers or grandparents, now we're talking about permissive parenting, because realistically, a grandparent cannot show up in the same ways that your parent can because of different restrictions, whether it be mobility, age, job, all of that, right? There's a reason. So now we have a bunch of teens, children with no authority and nobody to hold them accountable presently because of different restrictions. And then they continue throughout their life without presence, without accountability, without community. And then they raise and have their own children.
Literally.
And because none of that was present during their childhood, they don't know how to do that for the next generation. And then that happened with millennials and the older Gen Zs. And then now we're starting to see like this YN epidemic, quote unquote, because now we're seeing the effects of children who are born to parents who were not raised and who did not have presence in the community. So now this isn't a conversation about people's willingness to parent or their ability to parent. It's about, did they even have a foundation of what good parenting looks like? And I think that is what we're dealing with right now. And a lot of the whole permissive parenting, wanting to be your kids' friends, wanting to level with your kids more, I think is coming more out of the need to not feel how they felt about their parents. All right, so they show up for their kids in ways that don't always encourage discipline, accountability, integrity, et cetera, et cetera. And then how that translates to the progression of like this YN culture is that you have an entire generation of people who are not considerate of others because nobody's teaching them to be considerate, because their parents had to fend for themselves, and sometimes their grandparents, their aunts and uncles all had to fend for themselves. We get this mentality of is you versus everybody. And then when you teach that to a child whose brain is not fully developed, then their children are already selfish in general because that's the natural. Sorry, so now you have a generation of people who are being taught to be individuals and to only think of self. So it is not necessarily that they have the desire to hurt others. It is the fact that they live in selfishness. That's it. It's because they don't have any reference point or any metric of what real morality, compassion, and empathy looks like because they're being raised by people who had no empathy themselves as children. So how do you teach it if you don't experience it? And I know what you're saying. Some people learn how to do it, some people don't. That's the parenting aspect. I don't think that people are inherently trying not to be good parents. And I also think they're not making good decisions about whether or not they actually want to be parents.
Yeah.
A lot of people have kids who don't actually want to be parents. Yep. And that's another thing that we're seeing.
Shout out to her. She did a great breakdown in part 1. I want y'all to go check out part 2 and 3 on her TikTok page. And to sum up this video, man, the inevitability of street life is death or prison. There's no other way around it. Black community, we gotta wake up, dog. We got so many different forces targeted at us, but at times we seem like our biggest enemies. We gotta build up more community. Let's start greeting and speaking to our brothers more. Like I stated, something that I took upon myself a few years ago was whenever I see another black man, I'm gonna say what's up to him. I'm gonna smile, I'm gonna wave, I'm gonna shake his hand, I'm gonna try to talk to him. I'm 24, man, and I really do wanna make a change within the black community, like especially, you know, my age range, all the brothers, because we pretty much the future now, you know what I'm saying? We in charge right now. The youth, they looking up to us, so we got to set the standard. All my brothers, you know what I'm saying? All the YouTubers I see, I've been seeing a lot of more black YouTubers that come online and speak about this shit, bro, and I'm glad that we're able to do this, man. Whether we realize it or not, we do make a little change, just maybe a smidget. We doing something, man. But no more talking. I have a great breakdown on YN culture on my main channel, and I don't know if a lot of y'all saw it, but I suggest y'all check out that video. I went in detail, basically how the young lady did, and I cooked it up, man. I think that'll be a great watch for y'all.
Telling you, there's more of us out here, man. What I've been trying to do, you feel me? Cause like I said, I be on my funny shit, and I used to be on some like, especially reaction wise, like more like body cam type of drama feel, but I kind of switched it up and I kind of distance myself from all that, because I still want to do more body cam and all that type of stuff, but I had to make sure that I just wasn't always, you know, focusing on kind of like play topics, if you get what I'm saying. And I feel like the type of topics, especially Antonio be talking about and everybody else, like these informational topics gonna be needed, because like I said, man, like the people above us, the government, all this type of shit, they bullshitting. They never gave a fuck about us to begin with. And this, I feel like this is the only way this motherfucker gonna really like learn, is if, you know, somebody out here real deal reacting or giving their output on, you feel me, what really be going on, because it's true. Like I said, shit, I grew up around all that shit too, but I was raised by some amazing ass parents, and it was times where Not that I wanted to do no street shit, cause I was always out the way. I was always by myself. I was a gamer, nigga. I was in the house. And it was times I wanted to, you feel me, play when I was younger, play, go bite with the kids, all this type of shit, and they kind of sectioned me off from their ass. And not saying that was a bad thing, it was a good thing in the end, cause it inevitably, I can't even say that word, inevitably made me better, you know what I'm saying, as a person and as a human being, because especially around the environments and all that type of shit, it can't fuck you up, you feel me? Because at the end of the day, I was just a kid just trying to, you feel me, have fun and all that type of shit, but at the end of the day, they seen it bigger than what it was, because, man, like their ass. All that ass around me, because nigga had the basketball court, nigga had water, all that type of shit, had the toys, nigga. I used to be, bro, I'm talking about, I was a real nigga as a kid, bro. I'm talking about everybody on the block was at my shit, no cap. You feel me? I was a real one. You feel me? Niggas drinking water from holes, all type of shit. But yeah, I say this all to say, man, stay out the way. That's why I would say I love y'all. Stay out the way. Be yourself, no matter what it is. And these other people might think it's lame, but it's gonna keep you safe and away from all the bullshit. Yeah, at the end of the day, because nowadays, this society or the people above us don't want us to grow up and actually have wisdom and be able to provide and be a actual, you know what I'm saying, amazing person for our community. They don't want that. They want us to keep on being dysfunctional and keep on feeding into all the drama, negativity, and all the bullshit. So yeah, man, take care of yourself, love yourself, man, and become you no matter what it is, and change the world. You know, whether that's, you feel me, what you want to do career-wise, or even like me on YouTube or some shit. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to change the world reaction-wise. So like I said, YouTube used to be like this, man, where it used to just be simple vids, nothing too much. I guess people just reacting, you know. And I'm bringing that back because everybody else want to do, no offense, in real life content, scripted shit. No, it's just the true, real shit that be going on. And I be trying to make sure I can update y'all and inform y'all of what's going on. So yeah, I love y'all, truly. Thank y'all. We at what, like 540 something now. Like, bro, we been growing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I really do appreciate y'all. 1K on the way soon, then it's gonna be 2K, then it's gonna be 5K, 10K. Yeah, we going up. So subscribe if you fuck with me, man. More of these are on the way. Yes, your boy Cardi Chris. Tell me to start with the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you're new. And yes, your boy Cardi Chris WCC. I'm out of it. Y'all stay safe, man. I love y'all. Till next time, man. I'm out.